severely damaged.
Hey guys and gals, this is Sonic Arrow with some destroyer gameplay from World of Warships. This is the Tier 2 Japanese destroyer, the Umikaze. Generally, destroyers are much faster, much smaller, and much more maneuverable than the other vessels in the game, and they are also capable of firing torpedoes at a much greater rate of fire than some of the cruisers, which also get torpedo launchers. So being much smaller makes you a lot harder to hit, and you are very maneuverable, which you can avoid other torpedoes and cannon shells as well. Now the thing to keep in mind with the torpedoes is they can deal a lot of friendly damage if you're not careful, because they take a lot longer to reach their target than the cannon shells, obviously because they're traveling through water and they are much larger. And they also deal a lot of damage, 7,500 to 8,000 damage to any vessel that it manages to hit, being friendly or not friendly. So you're going to have to watch out for that, and you have to do a lot of leading because these torpedoes are very slow. I believe these ones are 60 knots or maybe 55 knots, so it's a little bit faster than ships, so ships can outrun them. But you don't really want to be firing at ships that are running away from you. And also they are being fired from the port and starboard sides, so you can't just fire directly in front of you. One particular thing about the Japanese vessels are that the turrets on their ships very slow, and because you're in a destroyer which has more maneuverability, you're actually turning your ship faster than your turrets on the cannons can turn. So it's sometimes very hard to hit your targets with those cannons. And also, I found that firing HE shells from the destroyers are much more efficient because you can set your enemies on fire, you can knock out their cannons, and also knock out their maneuverability, which makes it much easier to get your torpedoes to hit their target. Alright, so here we go. The Umikaze gets an 8-kilometer range on its torpedoes, while the Samson, which is the Tier 2 American destroyer, only gets 4.5 kilometers, which is actually very close. However, I don't seem to be using that to my advantage. So here we go, I'm launching a few torpedoes at this cruiser right here, and let's just fire some cannon shells there. So you can see I'm actually turning in, and my cannons can't get a clear shot. They can't aim properly, and you can see the torpedoes, well, I didn't lead them very well. So let's just launch another salvo and see if that one hits. And I'm set on fire, and my engine's been critically damaged, so let's get that repaired quickly. Try to get out. Wow. Alright. That's not gonna work. And it also looks like that cruiser managed to avoid the second salvo of torpedoes, which I'm not very happy about. Even with my engine's damage, I can still maneuver a little bit with the momentum that I still have, so I'm gonna try to get some torpedoes to hit that cruiser that I've been trying to hit for a very long time, actually. So there could be some advantages to the Samson if you're like me and not very good at leading your torpedo shots. You're gonna get in very close before you can actually fire those torpedoes, and that means, well, you won't be firing them off fruitlessly like I am right now. Okay. Looks like those torpedoes are on target, but the enemy cruiser has spotted them, and he's got a very large gap to go through. I don't even know why that even happens. It's not like I fire them with a gap in mind. Alright, here we go. Much closer now. 2 kilometers, less than 2 kilometers. Fire those torpedoes and make sure that my friendly doesn't get hit as well. Oh, I've got some secondary armaments firing at that vessel as well. And a measly 297 damage with my torpedoes, so that's oh, well, that's not what I was expecting. I wanted to do more damage to those torpedoes, but it's really hard to get them to hit for me. I'm just not very good at it yet. And this guy looks like he's stuck on the edge of the map, so those torpedoes I fired off. I was actually expecting him to sail towards me, but I guess that's not the case. Ah, I managed to set him on fire, that's good. Deal at least a little bit of damage before he gets taken down. There we go. Just keep on doing a little bit of damage until I can get my torpedoes to hit and take out the rest of the ship. Alright. There we go. He's not actually moving very fast. Could be damaged engines. Doesn't actually say what I damaged. It does say critical hit though. Oh, that was very close. Keep firing. And my engine keeps on getting damaged. That's not good. There we go. 2,710 damage. A little bit better. And now off to join the rest of the team. Moving along at a steady 32 knots. And, well, being faster than your allies is sometimes not a good thing. As you can see, I am actually leaving them behind and heading off into the middle of the map, where I am also probably being spotted. So let's pop some smoke. I just realized this now. I probably shouldn't be just sailing into the middle of the map like this. But there are a couple of enemy vessels I can be firing my torpedoes at, so let's head towards them. Alright, let's loose some little torpedoes over there. It doesn't take very long to reload. So just making sure that nobody comes from my right side, and start firing at this cruiser over here. That was a little bit too much leading there. Okay. Ah, this is not good. Already used my smoke. And my engines get taken out again, so that's not good. Alright, pretty low on health. Got a few destroyers coming in at me, and also that cruiser. Oh, can I hit him with those torpedoes? I really hope so. Yeah, not looking too good. I'm in the middle. I'm between 3 destroyers and a cruiser. Where are those torpedoes? Yeah. Didn't manage to hit anything. And we are approaching the end of the game, so thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave some comments. Alright, bye-bye.